I am sure everyone is fully aware of the phenomenon of liberal white women and mental illness. What's the deal with white leftist women on the most mentally ill and morally ill demographic of our time? Carrie Smith, January 30th, 2026. Melinda Cook, a nurse in VA, posted a video telling healthcare workers to stab law enforcement officers with syringes with succinylcholine, a paralyzing agent. She also instructed people to date ICE agents and find out where they are staying in order to poison their food. She has been fired. She should also be charged and prosecuted with incitement to violence.
I thought of something good. I think it's something weird spot. Sabotage tactic, or at least scare tactic. All the medical providers, grab some syringes with needles on the end. Have them full of saline or succinylcholine, whatever. That will probably be a deterrent. Be safe.
White leftist women are currently the most mentally and morally ill demographic in America. According to a 2020 Pew Research study, a staggering 56% of them have been diagnosed with a mental health problem. They report less life satisfaction than any other demographic, and they have the highest usage of antidepressants. National Health and Nutrition Examination Study is reported by the New York Times.
Okay, for today's resistance tip, I vote, anybody got any poison ivy, poison oak in their yard? Get some of that up with gloves, obviously. Get it in some water, like a gallon of water. Get the poison ivy oak water, and I'm gonna put it into a water gun. Aim for faces, hands.
Woke leftism is a destructive and dangerous ideology from root to stem. It's not only aimed at destroying our country, our culture, the family, faith in God, and our liberal republic, it also destroys the souls of those who are in it. Those who get sucked into it become more depressed, more resentful, more angry, more possessed by the ideology the longer they stay in it. I think it both attracts the morally ill, makes them worse, and creates the morally ill out of those who join it unwittingly.
Or the single ladies where these ICE guys are going have a chance to do something, not without risk, but could help the cause for sure. Get on Tinder, get on Hinge, find these guys. They're around. They're an ICE agent, bring some X-Lax and put it in their drinks. Get them sick. Nobody's gonna die. Just enough to incapacitate them, get them off the street for the next day. Highly easily deniable. You could get sick too.
It has this effect on all people who are in it, no matter their race or sex or age. But it begs the question, why is it seducing and devouring white women more than any other demographic? Why is it chewing them up and spitting them out more than any other group? Modern society and the erosion of marriage, of the family, and of faith has had terrible effects on all of us to varying degrees. The falling away from God and from biblical values of truth and the fruits of the Spirit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control, has enabled an explosion, an erosion in the meaning of marriage and family. Marriage still exists as a cultural remnant of Christianity, but most people, myself included, before Christ claimed me, seem to go into it without any real thought to the weighty meaning of joining two people together in one flesh, and the vow being made to one spouse and to God. It is treated like dating, something non-serious to leave easily, an Instagram moment, a tax benefit, a government contract, an afterthought to years of sexual promiscuity and thoughtlessness.
Won't eat there again. I'm just saying, let's get them where they eat. Somebody's not going to be supporting these guys. Where's the hotel where they eat? Who makes that breakfast? Let's find them. Let's make their lives fucking miserable. I know we're already trying to keep them awake all night. That's good. Anything you can do to make the living conditions bad.
Without healthy marriages, we don't have healthy families, and a healthy family is the building block for a healthy society. As divorce, adultery, and illegitimacy rates rise, more families become broken and toxic, and we have seen a more broken and toxic world emerge around us as a result. But why has this disproportionately affected white women?
Talk to the people who work at the places where they are. Come up with some ideas. Dead fish. Somewhere in the room hidden. Just stay toxic.
White women get hit in two different messages from woke ideology. They get told that they are oppressed because they are women, and that they are oppressors because they are white. In woke ideology, you obtain status and deferential treatment and social power based on how many oppressed groups you can claim.
Being angry I am. And every MAGA, I want to punch you in the fucking face. I want to beat you up until you are a clump on the ground. I want to curb stomp the shit out of you. If you voted for Donald Trump, come tell me in the comments. I'm going to find where you fucking live. I'm going to beat up your whole fucking family. If you have a 5-year-old kid, I'm going to pick them off too. I fucking hate you guys. You're choosing violence. You're choosing war instead of peace on American streets. And you destroyed the fucking country because you're so fucking racist. I hate every fucking one of you.
So on the one hand, being part of the so-called oppressor group means white women believe they also have privilege, a woke bastardization of sin, and that they need to do the work to divest of that privilege. It's a works-based religion with no concept of grace.
Don't come on my page and say that people should be in this country legally. Don't fucking do it. This is ridiculous. It's inhumane. You are a human being, and don't you dare use Jesus' name or God's name in this and say that this is what he would want and pretend to be a Christian, because you're not. This is pure evil. You are scum of the earth. These are people. These are mothers. These are fathers. These are human beings, and all you care about is where they are geographically. Shame on you. Do better. Be better.
But because they're also part of one of the oppressed group, white women also enjoy the elevated social status and false virtue that woke ideology affords to the oppressed. They get a taste of both, and they want more the later.
The fight is here. You have to put the fuck up. There is no excuse to be peace and love now. Peace and love means put your fucking fists up. Put your fight on. Put your fighting face on. Start standing up for justice the real way. Street justice. Because obviously the laws don't matter. Legislation doesn't matter. Legalities doesn't fucking matter. Start fighting, bitch. Get street smart, bitch. Learn how to fight. Start smacking these ICE officers. Start smacking these police officers. We need to start beating other white people up. Until white people, we realize that the enemy is within. The enemy is in our own ranks. It's not black people. It's not brown people. It's not anybody other than ourselves. We've ran from our problems. Our entire lineages ran from their problems. Face it. Face the violence that we ourselves perpetuate, that we uphold in white supremacy. Fight back. Fight back.
How do you do that as a white woman? How do you do the work in this twisted, bastardized cult? You virtue signal. You do things in order to be seen doing them by other cult members. Remember the hypocrites in Matthew 6:5-6. You put the black square on your profile. You don all the flags. You wear the mask. You say what every cult is saying on every issue. But there's an incentive to go further to show you are a good white woman. Remember, in the woke cult, everything is upside down. They put good for evil and evil for good, as it says in Isaiah. So how do you prove you're good? Evil. White women in this kind of cult, you become violent. You encourage violence. You might even be willing to become a religious martyr and do a suicide by cop if you're very miserable and radicalized.
Now what? Are we gonna get in the fucking streets and wave our stupid meme-fied jokes around again? Over and over and over? Are we just gonna keep chanting the same thing to offbeat drums? Are we just gonna keep protesting the same way so we can get in the street and get the fucking shit rocked out of us? I'm not going to any more marches. I've said this many times. Get fucking serious. Oh, we can't quit our job because I have to eat. They want you fucking dead. They want you dead. Fuck your nonviolence.
Add to this the fact that women of all races, like men, are growing up in a culture that has demonized masculinity, demonized men, befouled women, and eroded marriage and the family. Women's natural and biological traits of being, on average, more nurturing, more empathetic, more aimed towards caring for the vulnerable are exploited by woke ideology, which perverts and uses for evil this natural desire to protect and nurture. These women are starved for meaning and purpose, and that hunger is being exploited by an ideology that destroys their spirit, their joy, and sometimes their life. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you follow me, leave a like, upvote, or subscribe.